Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Gemini, May 31, 2025. You could attract appreciation for your communication style or what you're advising, guiding, or sharing today. Conversations can be creative yet incisive, inspiring you to feel more hopeful and understood, or they can prompt an exciting idea. Excellent energy is with you for setting things right. Through satisfying discussions or chats, you're likely to cultivate and enhance relationships. It seems easier to resolve dilemmas with today's Mercury transits, and you are received very well by others. You can also be quite enthused about a hobby or creative pursuit now. A strong urge to express yourself in a creative, unique manner grabs hold of you. Insight into projects and relationships can be precious now. Romantic passions can kindle, and it may very well be about mental interests or ideas. Mars is now transiting your solar house, where it will transit until July 5th. This influence enlivens your relationships with others, stimulating conflicts but also generating excitement, passion, and activity. There can be friction between you and a significant other, which need not be difficult if handled well. Shared activities can help you release excess energy. This transit tends to turn up the heat in a relationship or challenges you to find a better balance in your life, in general. You'll be learning a lot about yourself, your desires, and your motivations through your interactions with others. Today, you see past matters and relationships in new ways, and important realizations can emerge. There can be magic in your research, or an intimate conversation can be very revealing. The cosmos is spicing up your love life. This is especially true when considering the stellium of energies activating your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others. For instance, Luna will be joining forces with Jupiter and the wounded healer, Chiron, all while sitting alongside go-getter Mars and your celestial ruler, Venus, in Aries. Having said that, if you're feeling a strong impulse or sudden desire to approach a romantic interest, it's important to be mindful of your energy as you are more prone to aggression and impatience. Sounds like an oxymoron for a Venus-ruled sign like you, but the energy speaks for itself. Old conversations regarding your financial assets, investments, and debts may surface as Mercury retrograde in Taurus trines Pluto retrograde in Capricorn today. You may feel like it is time to circle back to an old financial topic, especially one that affects your home, family, or personal life. As you address what is on your mind with the other party, you should consider how these potential opportunities would affect your financial power and transformation. Be open to what the other has to contribute as well, since their truth may put something into perspective. Such peace. You're the picture of calm perfection today, a veritable smiling Buddha. Which is a good thing, since everyone else is freaking out over which date to bring to the next big event. You should check out whether your partner is in the mood for adventures. If there is the slightest sign that he or she shares your thirst for action, you should live out your current energy together. Be it romantic or erotic, thanks to your creativity it won't get boring. You'll feel a lot of relief in the general atmosphere today. It's a good day to give your employees permission to leave early, or let your kids have extra helpings of dessert. You are usually so exacting of others, but especially of yourself. Try to give yourself the permission to have a little bit of fun, too. It may even be a good night to get a little more acquainted with someone you love. Let your imagination lead the way. It's your own vibration that's occurring today, and the time for some quiet thought and introspection is at hand. Consider your faith system and the strength that it brings to you. If you engage in prayer, Take time for this. Meditation is also a powerful way to connect with your psyche and to understand yourself better. By taking time for this, you bring greater peace to yourself, along with reducing stress and creating better physical health. Give yourself a chance to process your experiences. Gemini, inspiration hits in unexpected places. Stay open. Your quote of the day: discovery begins where routine ends. Your color of the day is lemon yellow, bright and spontaneous. Lucky numbers: 3, 7, 1. 4. A change in schedule may bring a new connection or idea. Don't dismiss something small, its spark could grow. Write down what excites you. The winds are shifting. Our eyes in the sky. Welcome to your tarot reading for May 31, 2025. As we close out this month, it's a natural time to pause, reflect, and gently acknowledge both the challenges you've met and the victories, big or small, you've earned. Whether May felt like a whirlwind, a slow climb, or a mix of both, this final day is an invitation to ground yourself in appreciation and possibility. The energy surrounding today isn't about pressure or productivity, it's about recognizing your growth and prepare your spirit for a renewed start. Today's cards are the Magician, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and 3 of Swords reversed. Let's begin with the Magician. What a powerful presence to start the reading with. This card speaks to your inner ability to turn vision into reality. You may not realize it, but you're sitting on an incredible toolkit of experience, intuition, creativity, and willpower. You've already survived more than you give yourself credit for, and the things you've learned along the way, they're ready to be used now. If there's something you've been quietly dreaming of, starting a project, changing something in your life, expressing yourself in a new way, today is the day to remind yourself that you have what it takes. This isn't about perfection. It's about trust. The first step is always belief. The 10 of Cups brings in warmth and emotional fulfillment. This card is like coming home after a long journey. It's the love that surrounds you, the support that finds you, even when you're not looking. Maybe you've had moments this month when you questioned your place, your worth, or your direction. This card reminds you that connection is never far, and that you are deserving of joy, community, and emotional peace. Take time today to check in with the people who make your heart feel safe. Even a short message can reconnect you. And if you've been hoping for healing in your relationships, this card carries the energy of reconciliation and deeper understanding. Next, we have the Knight of Pentacles, steady, loyal, and practical. This knight isn't flashy, but he's committed. And that's exactly the energy you might be called to embody today. Maybe you're building something long-term, a goal, a habit, a new mindset, and it feels like progress is slow. That's okay. Sometimes, the most important changes are the quiet ones we don't immediately notice. This card encourages you to keep showing up for the life you're creating, even if the results take time to bloom. The Knight doesn't quit. And neither do you. The Page of Wands brings a beautiful spark of curiosity and inspiration. You might feel a flutter of excitement today, maybe even a random idea that grabs your attention. This card often appears when you're being invited to approach life with fresh eyes. Think back to a time when something small like a book, a song, or a conversation lit a fire in your spirit. That kind of passion is always accessible, even when life gets serious. So be open to a bit of spontaneity today. Take a walk without a destination. Write something just for yourself. Say yes to something that makes your heart beat a little faster. And finally, the Three of Swords reversed, a deeply healing presence. This card in reverse tells us that you are actively mending from something that once felt sharp, whether it's a recent disappointment or an old wound that's been echoing in the background. Healing is never linear, and it's okay if you're still finding your way. What matters is that you are choosing to release the pain, one breath at a time. You are allowed to outgrow the story of your heartbreak. You are allowed to feel joy again, even if part of you still carries a bruise. The energy today is deeply forgiving toward others, yes, but especially toward yourself. Altogether, these cards tell a story of someone stepping into their power, reconnecting with love, embracing slow growth, feeling inspired again, and healing what's been quietly aching. That someone is you. And as May comes to an end, I hope you can look in the mirror and see the strength, softness, and transformation that's been unfolding inside of you, whether the world noticed or not. If any part of today's reading spoke to you, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Did you feel the energy of the magician calling you to trust yourself more deeply? Are you experiencing the kind of healing the Three of Swords speaks to? Or maybe the Ten of Cups reminded you of the people who bring light to your life. Let's create a space here where we can share, reflect, and support one another as we cross into a new month. You've made it through another chapter. Honor yourself for that. And remember, as June arrives tomorrow, you're bringing with you more wisdom, more clarity, and more courage than you started with. That alone is something worth celebrating. Keep going, you're doing beautifully.